You'll begin your mobility workout with a chest stretch. Place one hand along the wall perpendicular to your body and turn your chest away from your hand, breathing into your chest for 5 breaths. And if the stretch becomes easier, you can turn slightly further. Once you complete those 5 breaths, repeat on the opposite side, planting the hand, keeping the shoulder as close to the wall as you can, turning the chest and keeping the shoulders down from the ears through the duration of the stretch. From here, you'll move into a calf stretch. You can use the wall for support. Keep your back foot pointed forward as much as you can, heel on the ground. Straighten up that back leg and stretch through the calf, holding for 5 breaths. And then switch and repeat on the opposite side, planting that foot down, keeping the heel connected to the floor, and moving those hips forward as you get into that stretch position. Once you've completed 5 breaths, you can try doing an easy bridge stretch. So start with your hands up high on the wall, reaching behind you, and only move further down if you feel comfortable with the stretch, if it feels okay on your back. A little bit lower, we'll get deeper into the hip flexors. Hold that stretch for up to 5 breaths. And then move into a hamstring stretch. So one leg will go out in front. You'll move your hips to the rear, keeping the back flat. Front knee can be slightly bent. And you'll hold the flat back position for 3 breaths before relaxing the spine and reaching down the leg. Hold that position also for 3 breaths. Still keeping that slight bend in the knee. And then repeat on the other side. If you feel unstable, it's good to have the feet at least a shoulder width wide. If you're on a mat, you can think of putting your back foot at one edge of the mat and your front foot at the opposite edge. Hold the flat back position for 3 seconds and then relax the spine, reaching down the leg. Holding for 3 breaths and then getting into a kneeling lunge position to go through a hip flexor stretch. So you'll reach over the head, allowing that hand to circle around. You'll move your weight back again, and you're stretching up and over and then twisting slightly before moving the weight forward, circling the arm down and repeating. So start with your weight back, hips tucked under, reaching over, circling forward, coming back. And if it takes you a few tries, just pause the video and try to repeat that a couple of times before you try on the other side. So starting with hips over the knee, reaching sideways, twisting, and then circling through as your weight moves forward. You'll bring the weight back and repeat again, arm over, twisting the body through, circling the hand. And one more time, big stretch to the side, twist the body, and then move your weight forward as you circle through. From here, you'll move into a hurdler stretch. So if this stretch is uncomfortable for the hips, you can do a figure 4 stretch instead. So one leg will be twisted off to the side with your foot behind you. You're just stretching forward, kind of in between those legs at first. And then if you want to add some extra to that stretch, you can reach both hands toward the extended leg. And hold that for up to 5 breaths. And then you can lean back either on your elbow if you don't need as much of a stretch, or all the way down on your back if your knees and hips can handle it. And you can stay here for as long as you'd like. A good place to start is 5 breaths. And then you're going to repeat on the other side. So switching the feet first. just stretching out between the legs. Holding that one at least for a couple of breaths before stretching both hands over to that same leg. Hold for a few breaths, and then you can lean back on that elbow or lay all the way down onto your back. Hold that position for as long as you'd like, hopefully at least 5 seconds. And then once you finish this stretch, you're all done with your mobility workout.